Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a great day so far. My name is JurassicKM and welcome to today's video. In the last repaint video, we paid homage to the mainline React Attack Jurassic Park 3 Tyrannosaurus Rex figure using a bootleg that I found at Valley Village. Using the other bootleg that I found at Valley Village, I had an idea. I like the colors of this one, but I don't necessarily like how the patterns were applied, and I don't like these kind of glass-looking eyes because this one did have a light-up feature. So what we're going to do is we're going to try matching the colors on this one, and then we're going to apply them to make them look more like the Hasbro toys. And we're going to ask the question, what if Hasbro made a female T-Rex figure for their React Attack line? This figure does have some screw holes, and then it'll need to get washed and primed and have the 2:1 tan base coat applied. So give me a second to take care of that, and then we're going to jump into the coloring. Hi, quick disclaimer before we get into the painting process. This is not meant to be a tutorial on how to paint the female T-Rex from the Lost World Jurassic Park. Doe will get her own video in the future. This is strictly about a hypothetical Hasbro female JP3 Rex. While I was not able to get the colors to match the original figure exactly, I've got them to where I like them and where I think it will work for a female Tyrannosaurus Rex figure, because color matching is a very frustrating process, and if I had proceeded with this any further, I was going to start tearing out my hair. So we're going to start with the base color. So for every 4 drops of yellow, you add in 2 drops of raw umber and then 1 drop of cinnamon brown and 1 drop of golden brown. We're going to mix this with a 2:1 paint to water ratio, and we're going to paint the entire body except the inside of the mouth. This may require 2 coats. So for this next step, for every 5 drops of cinnamon brown, you want to do 2 drops of bright orange, 2 drops of deep red, 1 drop of burnt umber, 1 drop of yellow, and 1 drop of golden brown. You then want to dry brush the overbelly with this mix, starting at the back of the head. Then whatever mix is left over, you mix it at a 1:3 paint to water ratio, and we're going to paint the top half of the overbelly. Although, honestly, if you want to mix a separate batch for the wash, that's totally understandable. If you have the paint to spare, that might actually be the best way to go. So now we're doing a 1:1 mix of tan and antique white. We're going to mix that 1:3 with water, and we are going to paint the underbelly of our T-Rex. Now we're doing the dark stripes. This was easily the most frustrating part of the color matching process. So instead of having it being text at the bottom, I've included a screenshot of how many drops you'll need of each color. This is just going to work easier for everyone. So if you happen to be painting along with me, pause the video so that you can mix your formula. Once you've mixed the formula, you want to dilute that 1:1 with water, and we're going to apply the stripes. As the stripe color dried, I noticed that too much of the colors beneath it were bleeding through, so I did end up doing a second coat. We're going to take care of a few simple steps here before we put the finishing touches on this T-Rex. First off, we're going to do some blush pink straight out of the cap for the inside of the mouth. Once that dries, we're going to do cherry blossom pink for the tongue, and then some antique white for the teeth. For the claws, we're going to do 2 drops of burnt umber, 1 drop of raw umber, and 1 drop of black. No need to cut this with water. Next, we are going to do a 1:10 wash of raw umber over the entire figure, including the inside of the mouth. Next, we're going to do yellow straight out of the cap for the eyeballs, and then black for the pupil and the nostrils. So the last thing that we need to paint is this gnarly wound on the side of these Hasbro sculpts. So same deal as before, we're going to start with some white for the exposed bones. Next, we've got our 1:1 of deep red, cherry blossom pink, blush pink, and African violet, 2:1 water, and we're going to paint the muscles underneath the ribs. Then we're going to take our 1:2 of deep red, and we're going to dab that on top of the wound. Once that's dried, we are going to clear coat our figure, and then we're going to add the clear nail polish to the eyes, nostrils, mouth, claws, and wound, and call this one done. And thus concludes this fun little thought experiment of what if Hasbro made a female T-Rex for their Jurassic Park 3 React Attack line. I know that this style of repaint is more in line with how I usually do my repaints, rather than having it look like a toy. However, old habits die hard, and I'm really happy with how this one turned out, all things considered. Now, I do have one more bootleg React Attack figure to repaint, but for the next video, we're actually going to be taking a break from these bootlegs, and we're going to do a palette swap episode with a couple of Dilophosaurus figures. Then the episode after that, we will be doing the final JP3 bootleg, and then there won't be any more. Folks, if you've made it this far into the video, I do want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch it. If you like what you see, be sure to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for any future notifications, share this video around, and leave a comment letting me know what you think. And until next time, this is JurassicKM, signing off.